Alrighty. I am streaming. No trades yet. We do have a 322 on the 15 and 222s on the 5. Inside of this fair value gap currently. So we want to make sure we close over here on the hourly chart. That is the target. Then next stop would probably be at 18,400. This board block here. That would be step 2. Pretty nice rejection of that 50 level so far. I'm certainly leaning short here on the 3-2 on the 5. 15's very green though. Or that's the hour. 15's failed to right now. Got a 3 bar there on the 1. I'm interested in shorts if we can go under this previous 5-minute low. Looks like it's right around 24, 25. I have a sell stop at 23.75. All right, I'm filled. Taking some here at 9. There's 10 points. Come on, go a little further. Hard stop loss break even now. All right, stopped out there. All right, new 5-minute here now. 15 has still failed. All right, in short, 309.75. All right, bringing stops up, taking some at 9. Right at 300. There we go. TP. 10 hit. 20 hit. Almost. Not quite 20. What was my fill? 94.25. All right, closing out. Closing out. All right, 2 winners. New 15 in a minute and a half. Probably waiting on that. I'm going to take this 89 average short in partials. I was going to wait, but then it's a 2-1-2 down. While it's in force on the 5 and the 15. Letting the first minute get in here. I'll probably move stops to the top of this 1 bar if it, or the inside top of the 1 minute bar after this close. Struggling at 300. Back in profits. Once this goes 2 down, I'll bring stops to minus 10 points. All right, stopped out minus 10 points. Still interested in here short. If I get a 1 minute trigger, it's going to be a 222 down on the 5 and a 2-2 reversal on the 15. Danny said that overnight move was crazy. He said that a little bit ago. Yeah. Don't know what could have led to that, but what, almost 300 points? $40 on this inside bar on the 5. I have sell stops at 86.26 for the 5 minute trigger. Looking for the 222 on the 1 to feed into the other 2 time frames. But I'm going to wait for the 5 minute to not be inside. 212 up has some strength here. 15-minute is inside, so any longs, while valid, are risky. Your trigger would have been 29.75. Anybody else just get really paranoid that they leave an order on and just hit cancel, or they go and flatten all multiple times a day? Just me? Let's start looking at some swing setups, actually. Looks like it's coming for this high day. That 222 trigger would have just gotten you a 10-point trim. Okay, really Zeus. 2-2 on the or 2-2 continuation on the 5 minutes. So there's nothing for a trigger on the 5, and there's nothing on the 15. So you're really waiting until it gets above high of day for the next trade, if you're a stratter. Optimal entry this morning, I found 955, 312 on the 1 feeding, 322 on the 5. 322. Yeah. Remember, a 322 continuation's not a strat, though. But if you entered before, like, I think you're looking here, the optimal entry I see is at 951. Yeah, that's been the best entry, right? Right yonder. Right, so a 3-2 down, because the 3-2-2 is not a strat. Now, neither is a 3-2, I've learned. But so the 3-2 down here on the 1 was also a 3-2 on the 5. That's been the obvious best entry here, because there's no way that you're shorting up here or even down here. And we've talked about how give me one sec, Danny. We've talked about how buying a 3-bar is risky in and of itself because of how a 3-bar closes. I'm stupid. A 322 is a reversal signal. No, it is a reversal signal, but this is a 322 continuation that you're trying to buy, right? You have a 3 and then a 2 down and then another 2 down. The reversal is a 3, a 2 down, and then a 2 up, or a 3, a 2 up, and then a 2 down. That is what. I don't know. I think you're right. A 1-3, but I think I maybe just trade them as continuation a lot of times, and they're one of my favorite setups. Here, I'll pull up. So you have the one bar rev strat, which is that inside bar that I was talking about. So this would have been the 1 hour rev strat, but I would rather wait for the 3-2. Right. Here's a 3-1-2, the 3-2-2 reversal. There's no continuation for a 3. But the whole point of the strat is for us to think about price, right? So let's think about it like this. An inside bar is a build-up bar, momentum bar, right? A period of consolidation. There's no winners either on the buy side or the sell side. So when there does become a winner, then the tides have shifted here on the 3 or the 2-1-2 up. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of that in pre-market, but let's look at the high volume ones. So we have that 2-1-2 up, right? Okay, let's think about a 2-2 reversal right here. Buyers are in charge, sellers took out one side, and then you're looking for the tides to shift on that reversal as well. Now a 3-2, a 3-bar is essentially grabbing liquidity from both sides and then continuing in one direction, right? So, or going into one direction, ideally. I've never traded the 3-2-2 reversal. I don't know how often it works. Let me look on the 15. 3-1-2, 3-2-2, 3-2. I don't even see a lot of these three. Like, look at 3-2-2 continuation, 3-2-2 continuation, 3-1-2, 3-2-2 continuation.
In my trade journal, when I trade, I always go, if I'm doing like a 3-2-2 or 3-1-2, I go to the bottom of the free candle for the target. I don't hold it very long.
Yeah. Here's one 3-2-2 that I've seen. Here's another. So there's two reversals on Tuesday that were 3-1-2 or 3-2-2s. Here's another. So yeah, maybe the 3-2 is not a signal to get a ton of gas out of it, but I mean, here's a 3-2-2 that went from 6-1-6, and if you trailed stops, would have gone to 170 points. So works for me, I guess. Here's a 2-1-2 on the 2-1 on the 15. Looking for the 2-1 or 2-2-2 continuation on the 5. That's the only bad part about talking strat is it's a lot of the same 3 numbers. A little tongue twister. But yeah, strat is 100% changed my trading forever. But also if you stick to the rules, it's hard to, I don't know. I don't want to say it's hard to not be profitable if you know how to trade strat, but it's a lot easier to be profitable. Honestly, not a bad morning so far for what I expected to be. I mean, the 15's still inside the top box, but had some movement. Got a 3 bar on the 5 minute here. Might start chopping now. Minute 35 until any signal, probably. Currently, 5 faileds all in a row. KK, I am using cumulative delta. Or I do. I'm not right now, but I do use it. Indeed. All right, actionable now on the 5:15. One's breaking high a day here. I'm going to take this on calls. Oh, can I type, please? Waiting to see this 1 minute close. But I am interested long. Obviously, since I'm in calls. Taking a trim at 0.5 on those calls. I stop 77.50. All right, tapped in. Closing minus 4 points here. Looks like outside. And it did go outside. See if maybe that was just to liquidate me. I actually got a fill. I got a pretty nice fill there. New 5 minute, new 15 here. Three, 1, 2 on the 5 or on the 1. All right, 15 closed its fair value gap here, right at 18,350. All right, I do want to look at swing setups. Weekly setups, days to expiration, week minimum volume. I think I want to do market cap. Fundamental maybe. Stock. It's a good market cap size. Let's see. Like 100 million? Or billion? Is there anybody? D-Dog 50? 40? DraftKings 20? Shoot. Bouncing right off this fair value gap currently. Right at 18,350. Actionable 2-2 right now on the 5. 15 is inside, but the 5 and the 1 could get a 3-2 here. Inside bar here. Hi, boys. Looking short. Gonna be jumping right into this order block here is the only thing. I do have a sell stop at 47.75, but my finger is on the close. Obviously, if this goes 2 up on the 1, I'm not interested. All right, canceling that order. Just sitting on my hands. Gonna be a patient week. All the way till Thursday. Then Thursday, just gonna do my best to capitalize. Nothing real interesting right now. Two, 1, 2 up on the 5 here. Taking this long 72. $15 is inside. That's the only piece I don't like, but the 5-minute is actionable and was in force. Now, if this closes outside of being in force, then I'll probably close out. Gonna keep this tight. Bringing stops up to 67, so 5-point loss. I'm gonna add maybe over 74. There we go. Looking for it to move a little bit, then I'll bring stops break even. Maybe up 7 points or so. 5 points. There we go. Stops break even. Stopped out. All good. I had half of mine to take 5 points there, but I think I'm going to watch this go down, so I'm not worried about being out. Yeah, there it goes. This gave a max of 10 points. Not even 9.5 points. New fiver here. Oh my. 15 really wants that 2-1-2 up. Got it. Got the 2-1-2 up. Got buy stops at 80. How it stands is anything over that last 15-minute high is actionable for any longs. So anything over 78.25 would be actionable longs. Closing my order there. Wanted the 3-2 up. Didn't get it. So didn't get filled, didn't lose, didn't win. Just going to be watching. 5-minute could go outside, looks like. Equal highs here. Oh my. Yeah, this is going short. No doubt in my mind. Take a look at Delta here. Let me hide this. What in the world am I doing? Can't even see it. Look at this. This is going down. Or at least it's not going to go very high. Higher high on Delta. Equal high. Way lower on Delta. Higher high. Equal high on Delta, but still low. Equal high here. Lower high here on Delta. This thing's falling.
Not much strength there with the Delta. That's why it's a valuable tool to see that.
Yeah. Yeah, this thing is not going to keep going up. I'm going to put a sell stop 53.50. So right below where this 1 minute closed. If this goes 2 up, I'll probably cancel. Just going to let price tag me in right now. No market orders. Certainly no market orders. Still have it on for now. That's just a wick. All right, now I'm canceling. Looks like there's 6-month bills at 11:30. I'm looking at the economic calendar for Addis. Let's see, filter United States. Oh, it's not showing. Oh, they integrate with Financial Juice. I might have messed it up. No, it is. There we go. No, I think I messed it up. There it is. Yeah, so do we have a 6-month bill yield at 11:30? See what Financial Juice says. Got that 3-2 move. Yeah, it says we do. Tomorrow we have 8:30. Yeah, this is the right time zone. Nice. Throw this up somewhere else. I really want to get short here, just not loving what I'm looking at is really the reason. This looks like it could give out, and then we're gonna hit a fair order block here, but I don't know. It's tempting. The setup is there for certain. Outside bar now on the 15. New fiver coming. All right, I'm going to shut it down. That just triggered a too long on the one. Just not seeing anything I love. So, making a little green today, and that's plenty good for me. So, gonna shut that down. Gonna hit that flatten button. Alrighty, guys. Well, I will see you here tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll do more looks at swings. I'll probably look in this afternoon for proper swings, and at least have some setups. I think that I'd be surprised if something gives it a really nice trigger before FOMC, but you never know. So I'm gonna go ahead and look at that tomorrow, and we'll do the same thing we did today. Just being careful, looking for great entries, and taking small losses, keeping risk free when I can, and go from there. Alrighty. So I'll see you all here tomorrow. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. If you're going to keep trading, use stop losses. Don't play your account in one day. That's silly. I'll see y'all here tomorrow. Wait, Hunter just asked, do you view a 3-2-2 continuation about the same? No, I'd rather see a 2-2-2. The 3-2-2 is because you really take the last two candles, right? And that's just a 2-2 continuation. So I would say no. But the difference would be if it's in force, right? So like, let's say on the current 5-minute candle, we go 2 down. Let me clean this up so I can actually see my screen. Let's say we go 2 down. I would be interested in short setups under this yellow line. But more so right now, I'm looking for a 3-2 on the 15. So yes and no, but just it being just 3-2-2, like on the 1 minute here, where it went 3-2-2. Mm-hmm. Correct. No. Enforce means, so let's say that let's go on this 15-minute 2-1 that ended up 3, but let's say it was a 2-1-2 up. you draw your line above that inside bar. Anything over, as long as price is over 1838.25, it is in force. If it is under, it is not in force. That's what enforce means. So here, let's go on the 5 minute. This 3-2. Anything under 56.50 is in force short. So that means the setup is in force. And then while that setup is in force, I think that it makes it a much higher probability of any other setups happening. I use feeder time frames or domino effect is what I've heard some other stratters say it, like Sarah Sniper, using the domino effect, where like here we're looking for the 15 to trigger 3-2, so I'm looking for shorts, but I don't want to be, down on the 1 minute chart taking every short setup, expecting this to go short. I'd rather wait for a 5 minute trigger, and then I'd want to have the 1 minute feed into the 5 minute that triggers, and then the 5 minute feed into the 15. And that's why my trade quantity has come down, is because I'm only trading when there's a 5 minute setup. So like currently right now, any 1 minute setup long is valid, at least on the 1 and the 5 minute. The 15's inside, which is risky, but it's valid long. And there's no setup short until we break below this 1 bar for a 3 bar. There's no short at all above this level here at 45. Until we hit 45, there's no entry short for me and my setups. But that would kind of be the ideal setup. Maybe I'll take something right here at like 50s, but even then you're shorting at 50s, which is risky in and of itself. So I like, if you get, let's say you get just a 2-2-2 continuation and you're under 45, I would take that personally on my accounts. You're welcome. Saul said, is your stop loss generally 10 to 20 points? Yeah, I changed it to 20 points starting with half size. And then if I do add in, I'll bring stops up to 10 to keep the loss the same. So, alrighty guys, I will see you all here tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. See you guys.